Good afternoon. It's James from Pipe Doctor Home Services, and happy Sunday. I'm alone. The kids and the wife went away for the weekend, and just hanging out and lounging. In case a call comes in, I'm ready to go. So we're gonna be fixing a Lochinvar in today's video, which I already have an intro filmed, but I figured let me just add this in because I'm having fun by myself. So check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I'll touch base with you at the end. All right, so we got here our Lochinvar. Where are you? It's a WHB 199N. Hell of a system they got here. They got this indirect water heater, this Squire. What size is this? Where are you? 82 gallons. It's a big boy. So we got that. We got a hot water recirc line on this system. We have our domestic expansion tank over there. We have a thermostatic mixing valve. That must go to an outdoor pool. I wonder if it goes directly to the pool or an outdoor cabana, something like that. The system has a hydraulic separator on it. It's our primary circulator. All our different heating zones. You can see here that we have multiple radiant zones throughout the house, which we can tell by the mixing valves on each one of these circs. He did say that he had, he did say that he had some forced hot air, but that's a furnace over there. I could tell by the exhaust and intake piping. Okay, so this unit's strictly doing our indirect water heater and all the radiant heating zones. So he's had multiple people out throughout the years to fix and work on this thing, and some people that are local, and parts have been changed out. He's got all these extra parts here. At some point in time they added in this sensor just for water temperature. Oh yeah. So they've done things throughout the years to try to keep the system up and running. It's a really nice system. All these radiant zones are wild. But the issue was the flame lockout, which I don't know if I probably, yeah, I don't have access to. Yeah. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had to go move my vehicle because I was parked right in the way. I had to park in the driveway, which we normally don't do at Pipe Doctor, but this block that we're on, didn't really have much of a choice, and I had to move. So anyway, I was debating on removing this side panel to get into here, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be worth the energy of doing so. These Allens, I can't see from here. They look like they might be Allens. Lochinvar. Stay. So I don't know if I got to saying it before, but as the client was giving me the backstory on everything and we were just talking about what was going on, the unit came on, started running, and he's like, that's the first time in 5 days that it actually responded to a call. So I was like, yeah, we definitely have something going on here with the flame. And this is such a pain to get to. It really is. My fat hands, my fat arms. So, one of the things he was telling me, because let's see, real quick. We have a 1-inch line coming to this unit, which drops down to 1/2 inch. I forgot, he has a very large gas meter here because he's got a pool heater, an outdoor barbecue, a multitude of different things. But one of the things he was saying was that after heavy rain, the barbecue has like no gas pressure. So I'm wondering if that line underground is compromised and if that has any effect on everything else. All right, I'm gonna take this cover off because I see there's another sensor behind this fan motor here, and I'm gonna want to pull both of them out. So let me get this cover off real quick. This life's so much easier. I will tell you this, I do not like these Lochinvars, just because one I've been working on recently, I've been back to multiple times, and it's just been a headache, and the tech support has not been helpful, and there's only so much that I can learn and implement before needing to call them. And I'm just not a fan. Why is this so tough to get out? The sensor. Oh yeah. Ooh. Look at that. Okay. Say cheese. Okay. So we're gonna get Mikey Pipe's favorite scratchy paper, and we're gonna get to town on cleaning this bad boy up, and then we'll pull that other one right there and take a look and see how that one looks. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Still here, still cleaning. This is very monotonous and time consuming, but it doesn't hurt to just take a little bit of extra time to just clean it up as best as you can. So you can see here to the left of me these replacement parts. He's got here the burner assembly with gaskets, the gas valve assembly, and I believe the venturi. Let's see, that I saw on there. Yeah, the venturi assembly, which is cool that he has these parts on hand. So when the time comes and they do need to get replaced, at least he has them and he doesn't have to wait for them to get ordered. I said to him, don't return them, just keep them. Just want to get this as clean as possible before we get it back in, and then we'll pull the other one and see what that one looks like as well. I'm really disappointed. So last night, or yesterday afternoon, I got back to the shop. I think it was just shy of 3 o'clock. And I was the last one back because the guys were doing the install over at the courthouse. Check out Mike's video on that. And I was just texting with Daniel about something, and he was like, "Oh, come to Zaga. We're eating dinner, Derek and I." And for those of you who don't know, Zaga is our Asian fusion sushi spot that's down the block in Hewlett. And our go-to was Mocha, but they got seized by New York, the State Department of Taxation. Which is a real shame because, of course, go figure, right when I started at Pipe Doctor, the place was open for like 3 months, and then they got shut down. And my wife even grew up going to Mocha, and she was so happy that I was going there and getting treated by Mike and the gang. But anyway, so I go to Zaga last night with the boys. We ate dinner. I got some sushi rolls, and I got some chicken teriyaki, which is very good. Their chicken teriyaki is really good there. But I ordered to go some sushi rolls for my wife, because she was like, if you could just bring some home for me. And I'm like, absolutely. I'm not going to enjoy all this and not get you something. So I forgot what I got her. Daniel would remember, because one of them was a really long name. Anyway, long story short is this. I got the sushi rolls, got home. She goes to eat them, and one of them spoiled. Like the tuna was just off. It must have had like a bad taste to it. I was really annoyed because it's like I spent an arm and a leg on those sushi rolls. I got to enjoy my dinner. My dinner was fine. But the food I bring home to her is not good. So Zaga needs to up their game. And their service there is not good either. So they either need to step it up or we need to find a new spot for our after work get-togethers. Alright. I'm going to do this a little bit more. We'll get this one back in and we'll see what the next one looks like. We got that one back in. We pulled this one out. You can see this one also. It doesn't have any red or anything on it, but you can tell it's discolored here. So I'm going to do the same thing and get this one fully cleaned up. Let me just take a before picture just so we could see. Say cheese. All right. Okay. And we will begin the procedure of cleaning this one as well. Okay. Just talking with the client about our maintenance agreements. So I got both these puppies back in there. Give it a little blow. Before we start reassembling this, we are going, where are you? Up here. So right now we're in pre-purge. The client gave me some water. We got ignition. Now I'm not going to let it run for too long because I do want to do a combustion analysis on this and see how she is firing. So we could see that it's ramping down a bit because it's only got the call for domestic hot water. Because this is a modulating system. This is our zone for our indirect off the primary loop. See, this is the issue I was having with this other Lochinvar that I'm working on, is that there's no modulation with the fan motor. I had put a new control board in, I replaced the fan motor, I put a new display screen in for other issues, and then once I was done with all of that, the fan was running 24/7. And Lochinvar was like, oh, you're supposed to replace the wire harness. These 4 wires, these are your power wires going to the fan. So this is giving power 24/7. If you unplug, let's say the unit's not calling for heat, you unplug the communication wires. This is just gonna power the fan to consistently run no matter what. They're like, oh, you should have replaced that wire harness. I'm like, why didn't you guys tell me that from the beginning? So you can see we're up to 100% now. This is getting nice and hot. That condensate pump needs to have its media replaced. I will bring that up to him. This is our return. We're pumping back towards the boiler. This is our supply. That's getting nice and hot. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to shut this off for now and go get our combustion analyzer, just so we can run some numbers on this thing and see how she looks. I'm just letting my Testo 320 zero out. He does the rocks himself, so it's fine. He said it's been about six or 7 months, and I said, all right, as long as you stay on top of annually replacing them, I'm okay with that. One other thing I noticed, you could see the corrosion around the band here. This 5/16 band for the collar for our exhaust piping. So it definitely must have been an issue at some point in time, or it is an issue now. And I'm gonna notate that. Let's see if we can get our probe up in here. Okay. hit play. Give her a minute to go through her pre-purge cycle. In the meantime, let me prep one of these. Flipped around. We'll get a sticker on here as well. Let's see how she's doing. Just wait for her to ramp up in the modulation process. That's how you know these houses are fortresses, when they have the Q decking that I used to see in new construction a lot. You probably can't hear anybody walking around upstairs. There's no shot. Now, I did have a call recently, a couple weeks ago, where a client had a carbonized water heater, and it caused, the readings were off the charts, literally in the thousands of CO, and it sent my analyzer into like haywire mode. And then of course after the fact it felt like it wasn't reading right, or like even trying to get like a draft analysis, it wasn't reading right. So I took it apart, cleaned it, recharged it, and it seems to be doing better and giving more proper readings now. You can see we're firing at almost 100%. Our stack temperature is about 136 degrees. O2 is 7.4. Our efficiency rating is 88.8. So what we'll do is get this turned on. It's printed. You know what, I actually should take this in high fire and low fire. Just remember Daniel was telling me about that with these Lochinvars. This isn't mine, this was someone else's. Alright, so let me set that up and do that real quick. Had to use my right angle bit for these screws just because this was in my way. But at least they left the spacing. This is the one I keep referring to that's been giving me problems. The installer left absolutely no spacing. So there's no way that you can take apart the side panels on it, which is really inconvenient. The real estate in these units is already quite tight. Oh, where are you? I can feel you. Just gotta feel where the hole is. Just sink you in by hand. Finish you off. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, dusty. So yeah. Nobody has done a full teardown on this unit, taking it apart and cleaning it. So we had the conversation. We had the conversation about doing that. I will send him a quote for it. We could either clean the burner or use the new one that he bought. Even the Venturi too. I could just get some of the other gaskets and we could pull the whole thing apart. case you guys thought I wasn't gonna check. See our separation here. Ooh, hello there, buddy. I'll have to refer back to the manufacturer's manual and see what he thinks on this. But at least they're not right next to each other. She's sucking in. Let's go check out the gas meter now. No gas meter over here, but that's a lot of condensers. Bunch of Coleman's. Camping equipment. Huh. Yeah. Be nice to clean them in a Fujitsu. Maybe we can get the boys up here. Spend a day, do some cleanings, and bring it up to them. I'm gonna hit you with the DJ Pauly D. Yeah, buddy. She's all done. She's up and running. Domestic hot water is nice and hot. And yeah, I wish I could have shown you guys the meter bar, the assembly that was built outside. A 3 million BTU gas meter, so we know he's not suffocating on gas. Holy moly. Very rarely do you see something like that in a residential setting, but whoever did the install, props to them. They did a great job on the gas meter assembly and all the risers going into the ground, leading to all the different indoor and outdoor appliances. They definitely did a really nice job. But yeah, customers super happy. They're super appreciative. They gave me a tip. They were ecstatic that we moved some stuff around to make today work for them. Props to Joe for doing that, and you know, getting out here and getting them back up and running. It's super rewarding when people are appreciative like that. Makes you feel valued for the work that you do, because some people, you know, you've heard Daniel say it, you've heard Mike say it, a lot of people look down on us for being a tradesman, but there are the clients out there who do appreciate us, and he is definitely one of them. He got the Condensing Boiler Service Agreement with us, so we will be back to service this unit in the fall. I'm gonna put together an estimate for him for just doing a tear down, new gaskets, cleaning out, you know, the burner, checking the gas valve, the venturi, all that fun stuff, and you know, just making sure that the unit's good to go for the upcoming heating season. It's 5 years old and it hasn't had anything done to it like that, so that's what I'm talking about. That's how we do it. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. I'm on my way to Woodmere for my last service call of the day for a kitchen sink backup. So it's funny going from a call like that to a plumbing call like that, but it's the name of the game. That's how we do it over here. Except for Daniel. Daniel doesn't do a kitchen. No, nobody does the kitchen sink. Any type of stoppages. That's for me. But it's all good. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Let me know your thoughts and feedback in the comment section down below. If there's anything you would have done differently on this service call. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, your morning, whatever time it is that you're tuning in to watch this. Take care. Hello, hello. Good afternoon and happy Sunday. It's James from Pipe Doctor Home Service. Can't do this with a straight face.